In May 22, I was diagnosed with blood cancer, and later that year, my husband actually had a really bad disabling stroke. So the past 2, 3 years have just been like horrendous, really, to try and navigate. I've realised, sorry, that there's just something that I think I should be doing for myself, or just wondered, is there something out there that could help me kind of process some of this, because I think I've probably been in a bit of denial, really, that all of this has happened to us like in such a short space of time. I've just been kind of doing lots of different things but not really found anything that's actually worked for me. And it was a friend actually who, the tail end of last year, we were just talking about life in general, and she had said that she'd attended one of Sharon's breathwork sessions in Linlithgow. So that Sharon had advertised a Kickstart session in January of this year. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go along to that and kind of just see what breathwork's all about, see if it does anything for me, and yeah, kind of take it from there. And that's what led me to my first session. I got lots of information from Sharon prior to arriving to the session. So the experience itself, I would never actually have expected that to happen to me. I don't know if I would have, if I'm quite closed off and wasn't 100% sure like what breathwork would have brought out or not brought out. But the experience I had, I did not anticipate at all I would have ever experienced something like that from my own breath. So I think initially in the session, I probably had like the kind of racing thoughts and struggled to concentrate to begin with. But then when we went into the kind of deeper breathwork session, the kind of sense of relief and the kind of physical like shaking in my body, like I was very aware of what was going on in the room. I was in disbelief that this was happening, but felt like I didn't want it to stop. It was a really, really bizarre experience, but a really good one. After the session, I obviously spoke with Sharon, who kind of gave me a few pointers as to how I might feel over the next few days. Just felt so much lighter, so much calmer. I felt like I was really living in the moment, and I was present with my kids and my husband. And yeah, it was a really kind of nice feeling. Felt way more connected as a family. And yeah, just nothing but goodness from that experience I kind of took with me. Going forward, like I'm so invested now in knowing that breathwork is something that I think will help me like in my life. And I just really hope to in 2025 like prioritize that and try and incorporate it into more of my kind of weekly routine, because I really have only been to 2 sessions and I'm hooked. It was so good. I'm probably quite highly strung with the breath work. I actually think about the 2 words quite a lot that we did in that very first session. And I feel like actually maybe when I start to get a bit like frustrated, or yeah, go to tell somebody off, or just like get quite anxious about something, actually I find those words are coming to like the forefront of my mind. There's definitely been a shift in how I'm approaching certain situations, whereas before I would have maybe just been a bit more irritable, let's put it that way, with certain things. From day one of contacting Sharon, I just felt like she was so knowledgeable and that safety was her main priority. Obviously, given the kind of health conditions that I have, Sharon was keen to kind of discuss that and also get approval from my consultant that it would be okay for me to do breath work. When I was in the session, I just felt so safe, supported. Sharon was excellent, and I would honestly recommend anyone who's thinking about breathwork, give it a try. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you'll love it. Personally, for me, in my second session, I like wasn't as emotional, but I felt like I was like just so elated, like I felt really happy in the actual heavy breathwork session. And there probably is a lot of trauma that can be released throughout it, but it's maybe not always about that. It just really depends what is going on with you at that moment in time and what you need to process. So both times felt very different, but were equally as powerful. Yeah, I loved that about it as well, that I felt like, yeah, I'm unstoppable. That's kind of what it felt like at that moment in time.